would know.
How many friends you got? About 10, 15?
Close friends? I have 5 best friends. My friends are not hoes.
Yeah. Somebody's a hoe.
Not.
I'm telling you, somebody's a hoe. She might not tell the rest of y'all. One of them is hoes.
Forget polite interviews. When Mase and Camron get together, it's pure chaos. In this episode, they accuse each other's friends of being sneaky, overshare wild bedroom stories.
Be a full-blown in there when you're in the bed. I don't want polite sex, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like
Not nice in the bedroom.
Be somebody else, man. I was choking the and I was like, yo, you ready for me to come in your mouth?
Roast Charles Barkley's hotel soap confession, and even turn scarecrows into punchlines.
I went to North Dakota. I was expecting racism. There's no way I'm gonna get to a cornfield and not expect racism. If I see a scarecrow, I expect racism. You know.
These are not just funny moments. These are the most outrageous, jaw-dropping, and laugh-till-you-cry clips you'll ever see from the duo. It all kicks off with Mase trying to convince everyone that at least one of Cam's friends is secretly living a wild lifestyle. The back and forth is priceless. Cam insists all his friends are saints, while Mase keeps poking the bear, hinting that somebody has to be out here doing dirt. The best part? Mace's casual delivery. He drops the line like it's fact, and Cam's sitting there like, bro, not my people. The tension flips into comedy when they start debating what even qualifies someone as a hoe. Mase is like, if you knock down 3 people in 1 week, you're definitely one, while Cam clowns him with those quick comebacks that only Cam can pull off. This is vintage Camron and Mase energy, petty, funny, and slightly too real.
Stat, you got any friends this house?
No.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Even if they hoes, then they ain't telling you.
I would know.
How many friends you got? About 10, 15?
Close friends? I have 5 best friends. My friends are not hoes.
Yeah. Somebody's a hoe.
Not.
I'm telling you, somebody's a hoe. She might not tell the rest of y'all. One of them is hoes.
I would know.
Or, you know, not including you. Rest, they might all be hoes and you just don't realize
They're
they
not.
hoes.
And it's so crazy because one of my best friends is literally sitting in the thing. Like, none of them are hoes. They are good.
Somebody's a hoe. One of them is a hoe. I'm not going to do that to your friend who's here today, but somebody's a hoe. What do you consider a hoe?
Ooh.
Murder, what you consider a hoe?
What you was just talking about. You switch up. Want to be with everybody, you know?
Yeah, man. If you 3 niggas in a week, are you a murder?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, 3 niggas.
Yeah.
All right, what about 2?
Yeah.
Crazy.
You like that? You like that response? Is that Harlem enough for you? Yeah, I understand. Gotta be quick on your feet with Killer, you know?
Oh, shit. Sometimes do that. It's crazy.
That was crazy.
Yeah, let's go.
Next up, sports analyst Arabia joins the show, and the conversation takes a left turn, straight into bedroom talk. Arabia explains the difference between a player and a partner, and Cam wastes no time saying his future wife has to be both wholesome and wild behind closed doors. Then Cam drops one of the wildest stories you'll ever hear. He casually admits to choking someone mid-intimacy, asking a question she couldn't even answer because he wouldn't let her talk. Arabia's reaction? Straight disbelief. The whole room loses it. This is the kind of outrageous oversharing that makes clips like this go viral. Cam doesn't hold back, and Mase keeps egging him on like a hype man.
Today we have a special guest introducing sports analyst Arabia. Welcome to the show.
Arabia, what do you consider?
So there's a difference between a slut and a hoe. It's like a slut, a whore. It's like levels.
That was crazy.
No, because you know why?
Hoe and whore.
Now, I want to hear the answer to this. You know why? My wife has to be a whore. If I get married, she gotta be a
Come on, man.
No, because a slut and a hoe is bitch that fuck everybody. A is somebody in bed. It's just nasty. You know what I'm saying? That's my definition. That's why I'm glad she said that. You got to be nasty if you're gonna be my wife. Like, you gotta be a full-blown in there when you're in the bed. I don't want polite sex, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like
You're not nice for the bedroom.
be somebody else, man. I was choking the and I was like, yo, you ready for me to come in your mouth? And I won't let her up to talk. She went like this. Yeah. Say, yo. Man, I like that right there. Sorry, murder, we get too deep. Sorry, murder. I'm just saying. My bad, Arabia. My bad.
Right after the shock factor, things lighten up again. Cam and Mase playfully dance around Arabia's comments, with Cam doubling down on his no polite lovemaking rule. The mix of serious talk and absolute foolishness is what makes this duo so entertaining. They'll go from wild confessions to cracking jokes in seconds.
What did you mean when you said you can hum if you want to, come if you want to? I'ma still want you.
Don Gibbs, see that?
He told me to ask you, what did you exactly mean
I
by
didn't write that.
And just when you think the show couldn't get more random, Camron switches gears completely. He tells a story about going to North Dakota expecting racism, because in his words, if you see a scarecrow in a cornfield, you already know what time it is. Everyone bursts out laughing. The way he ties everyday objects to punchlines is unmatched. Only Cam could make a scarecrow funny in a conversation that had nothing to do with farming or racism to begin with.
One time I went to North Dakota. I was expecting racism. There's no way I'm gonna get to a cornfield and not expect racism. If I see a scarecrow, I expect racism, you know? Why would I go?
That's a good one, though.
Yeah, what are you expecting?
Yeah.
If they calling cheeseburgers patty melts, then pause. You're somewhere where racism exists.
It's classic Camron. Smooth, funny, and just vague enough to keep people guessing. The setup feels like an interview, but Cam flips it into comedy. This is why fans love him. He refuses to play by the rules.
He said he wanted to know what you meant when you say you do it to these cats for a large amount.
Yeah, they sent me a couple. It said you ride right past Jake and go get your ass ate. What did you mean?
Now here comes the legendary part, Charles Barkley's soap confession. Mase brings up Barkley admitting in an interview that hotel soap bars are too small and that one almost slipped inside him. The reactions? Instant comedy gold. Cam is doubled over. Mase can barely breathe, and the whole crew turns it into one long roast session. They clown Barkley for still using bar soap in 2025, remind him that liquid soap exists, and question who else in his family might have used that same bar. Cam goes off with the nicknames, calling Barkley the soap plug, and saying his chair's got bubbles on it. The laughter is nonstop. You can literally hear them gasping for air from laughing so hard. This is hands down one of the funniest live breakdowns of any celebrity moment.
Charles Barkley just told on himself. In an interview, he shared that he has to carry his own bar of soap. He specifically said he almost had a couple accident with soap in hotels. So of course, he was asked in what way. He said, the soap bars at hotels aren't big enough, and when he was washing a certain part of his body with the soap, he almost lost it.
What the f you mean you sticking hotel soap in your ass? Pause. Yo, my listen. First of all, bar soap is crazy at this point in your life. It's mad liquid soap. Now, if you ain't got nothing else, I dig it. Go get
What
the
do
bar.
you mean by at this point in his life?
What I'm saying is I don't really use bar soap unless I'm a liquid soap ass
I am
nigga.
too.
I'm a liquid soap. I'm just saying I'm a liquid soap.
Who's gonna use that soap after
Afterwards,
he used it?
that was my question. If you live in a house with 15 people, right? Or even 4 people, you wash your ass with a bar soap and then you put it back for your sister, your cousin, your mother to put you that. Cause you ever see the commercials when you young? Paul, I got my brush. You ever see? You ain't like it's like some commercial like. They got the nice music and they in the shower doing all this crazy shit. No, we black people never did that. We always had a washcloth. Charles Barkley, get some liquid soap. Hey, stop sticking. I don't care what size the bar soap is. Don't stick a bar soap in your ass and then put it back. That's some f***ed shit. Not only that 6'5", 392 pounds. What the f*** you talking about?
Barkley with the soap plug is crazy.
Yo, that's
Barkley with the
I'm
soap
gonna keep it
plug.
100, bro. He had a good
crazy.
time. No, more. He enjoyed himself because
He's going crazy.
he was too happy telling that story.
What if this
really
soap
was.
didn't come out?
Yo, you fat, funky bar soap ass in your ass. Yo, Charles, man.
Yo, the soap plug.
Charles
Barkley
Barkley.
is the soap plug.
Charles Barkley, aka Soap Plug.
Wow.
Fuck out
Kenny.
Yo, Kenny, you might want to switch seats with Ernie. Yo, Kenny, switch seats with Ernie, man. Leave that nigga on the island by himself, man.
That seat got bubbles on it.
Finally, the show wraps up with another random curveball. Someone asks Cam what his role was in 50 Cent's window shopper video. Instead of answering straight, Cam flips it into a hilarious misunderstanding about being scooped up and taken shopping. The randomness is perfect. It's the kind of off-script humor that reminds you why fans can watch Cam and Mase for hours.
The people want to know. The people want to know. In 50 Cent's video, window shopping, what was your role exactly in that?
What was my role?
He took you shopping.
And that's a wrap. Mase and Camron once again proving they can turn literally anything into comedy gold. From debating who's really living wild, to Barkley's soap confession, to a scarecrow in North Dakota, this episode had everything. Which moment had you crying the hardest? Drop your favorite quote in the comments. And if you want part 2, smash that like button and hit subscribe. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.